Thank you for welcoming me onto your screens or onto your headphones, depending on how you're watching this. I'm Eddie, and this is The Rollback. Folks, today I'll be here talking to you about Dragon Ball Super Superhero. AKA, what a fucking disappointment you are. That sounds a little harsh, but let me explain in a minute. So, if you know me, you know I'm a bit of a DC... I'm a DC fanboy, but also Dragon Ball Z. That was my childhood growing up. I enjoyed the hell out of the anime. Dragon Ball Z Abridged is also incredible. If you haven't seen DBS in a while, it's a great show in and on itself. It starts out as a parody, but it becomes its own thing, but you can appreciate that. That said, though, Dragon Ball Super, seen a little bit of it. I love the movies. They're a bit of a hit and miss. Again, I'll get to that in a sec, but let's talk about DBZ Superhero. So, the Red Ribbon Army, if you've seen Dragon Ball, you know what I'm talking about, has once again become a global threat. The people who brought back the Red Ribbon Army, they're hell-bent on world domination. Well, one of them is, the other one thinks he's being a good guy. They create Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 to battle the Saiyans to, fight off the alien invasion and whatnot, and shit hits the fan from there. It becomes a thing where Cell Max becomes a threat. He's the main monster, and then it's like, oh no, we're good guys. Oh no, but we're good guys too, so we're a team. And then they try to fight. Piccolo gets a cool power-up. Gohan also gets a cool power-up. This movie brought back Gohan to the level of badass. I don't necessarily agree with it. These two superheroes attack Gohan and Piccolo, and that just sets the story forward. So actors, I'm good. I'm not going to go over that. Just the characters of Dragon Ball Z that are in this. There's Gohan, Piccolo. Pan actually plays a solid character. You actually begin invested in her. Goten and Trunks finally show the fuck up for once. Bulma's here. We have Krillin, Android 18. The two Gammas, which are welcomed additions. Maro, the grandson of Dr. Gero. Which, man, what a far cry from Dr. Gero he is. And everything else. There's just so much to this film. But essentially what this film is about is a couple different things. Piccolo is trying to get Gohan to go back to training, that he needs to take his training more seriously. He needs to be there for Pan more. He wants Gohan to be just better overall. And he's willing to put Pan in danger to prove it. Okay, look, I saw a meme where people always joke that Piccolo is Gohan's true father. Here's the thing, man. I'm just fucking saying, not once did Goku ever actively put Gohan in danger. I don't think he would do that to Pan. But Piccolo legitimately was like, hey, we're going to fake kidnap you to get your dad to pay attention to you and, power up and train. Pan's like, cool, man. I'm, 4. So, I'm just saying, Piccolo. Oh, God. Ugh. See, here's the thing. I was down for this film. I bought tickets in advance for this film. I was told a lot of things about this film, and Fernando will argue that it's my fault for having my expectations too high. But here's the thing. Spoiler. The film ends with Cell Max lashing out. Gohan goes Beast Gohan, and basically two shots Cell. And that's it, and the movie's over. It's done, right? I hate that. See, this is the fourth Dragon Ball Super film. There's Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods or Dragon Ball Super, whatever. Look, there's Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, Broly, Superhero, right? I love Battle of Gods. I fucking love Broly. I think that might be my favorite DC content. I mean, Dragon Ball content in general. I didn't really like Resurrection F. I don't really like this one either, but let me explain why. I like final fights. I like these long, drawn-out tests of endurance where our hero, has to overcome. I just like that in general. So, went to Curve Stomp. I don't like that. I just don't. And I have a track record of it. Now, I was under the impression that there was going to be a battle between Cell Max and Beast Gohan. I was under that impression that they were going to brawl at the very least. Gohan one-shots him. I didn't even like Gohan's new form, but the fact that Gohan one-shot him, I don't like it. Don't like it. I can't get on board with that because look, allow me to rebook it for you. Oh, by the way, in case you can't tell, So real quick, pros, focus on character and character moments. I like that. Gohan and Piccolo are brought back to the forefront. I'm sure they're beefing up their, to quote Fernie, B roster to get ready for the next season, next series of Dragon Ball Super and whatnot. I am cool with all this. I'm okay with that. My problem is this. Allow me, if you will, to rebook the very end of this film. So keep everything the same up until the point that Cell Max is revealed, right? Have Goten and Trunks, fight. Don't have them do fusion. Just have them brawl as Super Saiyans against Cell Max. Cell Max eventually absorbs Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, and Cell Max goes into perfect Cell Max, and he shrinks. And he's kind of like the OG Cell, but like with red, in his design and whatnot, because that actually did look kind of cool. And he's just like, I remember this. I remember you. You killed me. And he looks at Gohan, and he goes and begins to wreck Gohan's fucking shop. Even Mystic Gohan can't hold up against Cell. That's solid. Then have Piccolo go Orange Piccolo, stand up to Cell. He gets battened down too. Or the fight is going both ways. Have Cell Max and Orange Piccolo go at it. When Cell absorbs Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, he goes into Perfect Cell. Piccolo's already exhausted. Gohan has the Senzu Bean. He can't hold him off. Have even Cell fuck up everybody, including 18, Krillin. Have him fuck up everyone. And he's about to kill Gohan when Pan flies and yells and hey, let my dad go, whatever. She pulls a Gohan, right? Cell's about to kill her. That's when Gohan goes Beast Gohan. And then they brawl. And then give them 5 minutes. Give them a solid 5-minute action sequence. Have Gohan beat Perfect Cell Max. End of the film. That would have been more than enough. Because draw out the fight. Give them a reason. Curve stomps don't endear you to an audience. They take away from the experience. From what I can tell. I'm just saying. I even have it in my notes. That last fight's bullshit. I'm giving this one a grade B-. It's funny. It's one of the best Dragon Ball films ever made from the perspective of comedy and character moments. Even some of the fight sequences are solid, but I can't get over that last fight. I wanted a brawl. I like brawls. That's why I like pro wrestling. I know that the final fight's going to be a back and forth struggle. Good guy might win, bad guy might win, but I'm going to get a show. I'm going to get a struggle. I'm going to get a fight. Rather than this one-sided ass whooping. But that's just me in my opinion. That's it. That's going to end it for this episode of The Rollback. Please like and subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. We're always trying to grow the channel. What are your thoughts on Dragon Ball Super? Comment down below. Let's find out. Let's get discussion going. For all 3 of you that have a comment. That's it. Oh, and go check out our podcast. It's mostly great, especially when I'm there. That said, I've been Eddie, and this was The Rollback. We'll see everybody.